To understand Lanka, you have to look at the physical architecture of its defense. Golden walls spanning miles, a deep ocean moat, and a military that had never lost a land engagement. It was a fortress designed so that a frontal assault by any known army was a mathematical impossibility. Yet the empire's vulnerability lay in a highly specific prophecy. The gatekeeper, Lankini, was tasked with stopping a single, unassuming infiltrator, a Vanara. The warning was clear. The day she fell to such a creature, the Golden Empire's countdown to destruction would begin. Miles away from that wealth, the reality for the opposition was stark. In the rugged, dense forests of Rishyamukh, two exiled princes, Ram and Lakshman, traveled on foot. They possessed no heavy infantry and no visible means of breaching a distant, fortified island. There, they encountered a local ascetic who approached them with practiced humility. But as Ram spoke, the ascetic's posture shifted. He revealed his true form as Hanuman, the exact creature named in the prophecy that haunted the gates of Lanka. This creates a strategic paradox. Ram needs a force capable of bypassing an entire ocean and a world-class military. He is standing next to a being with that potential, yet Hanuman has no memory of his own capabilities. He is a soldier who has forgotten he is carrying the heavy artillery. Ram and Lakshman's arrival signals a shift in the conflict. They aren't leading a rival superpower, they are seeking out individuals. It suggests that the most credible threat to a fortified empire isn't always a larger army, but an overlooked anomaly whose true potential is hidden from everyone, including itself. Before they can even plan an infiltration, the army hits a physical deadlock. 100 leagues of open ocean separate them from their target. For a ground-based force, this isn't just an obstacle, it is a total operational halt. As the troops stall, their commander, Jambavan, identifies the only path forward. He recognizes that the ocean is a mental barrier as much as a physical one, and he focuses his attention entirely on Hanuman. The cause of Hanuman's hesitation dates back to his childhood. Mistaking the sun for a fruit, he launched himself into the sky with such momentum that the gods had to intervene, striking him down to prevent him from disrupting the celestial balance. This diagram shows the gods' intervention. They granted Hanuman mastery over his size, but added a psychological bottleneck. To prevent impulsive action, they induced amnesia. Jambavan bypasses this state through narrative. By recounting his childhood leap, the bottleneck shatters, and his potential returns. A force of this magnitude is inherently dangerous without a moral framework. Hanuman was kept in a state of unknowing until his strength could be aimed at a specific righteous objective by a guide who understood his history. The awakening has an immediate physical cost. Hanuman plants his feet and launches. The force sends a massive shockwave through the rock as he transitions into high-speed flight across the water. The crossing becomes a series of tactical filters. The first is the mountain Mainak, which rises to offer a place for rest. Hanuman touches the peak but refuses to stop, demonstrating a hyper-focus on the mission that overrides the need for physical comfort. Next is Sarasa, a defense system that scales proportionally. As the intruder node increases volume, the perimeter barrier expands to match it. Escalating force fails. Hanuman changes the math. He collapses into a microscopic dot, zipping through the barrier before it recalibrates. Agility defeats momentum. At the gates of Lanka, he encounters Lankini. Rather than starting a noisy, large-scale battle that would alert the capital, he delivers a single, precisely measured strike. He disables the gatekeeper and enters the city, fulfilling the first part of the ancient prophecy. Infiltrating a superpower requires a fluid combination of assets. The mission was successful because Hanuman possessed the strength to jump, the agility to slip past sensors, and intellect to use them. Inside the city, Hanuman begins a strategic search. He bypasses the high-value targets in the palaces, knowing that a prisoner of war is more likely to be kept in isolation. He eventually locates Sita in the guarded solitude of the Ashok orchard. To gain the trust of a captive in enemy territory, he avoids a direct approach. He stays hidden and narrates Ram's story from a distance, eventually revealing the only physical proof of his identity, Ram's own signet ring. With the contact established, Hanuman faces his most difficult choice. He is now at his full strength. He has the speed to outrun the city guards and the power to carry Sita across the ocean in a single leap. The physical obstacles to an immediate rescue have effectively vanished, but he chooses to leave her there. He realizes that a quiet rescue would satisfy the immediate goal, but fail the larger objective. To truly dismantle Ravana's influence, the victory must be a formal, public act of justice led by Ram himself. Before departing, he leaves a psychological warning. He systematically tears down the trees of the Ashok orchard, destroying the emperor's private sanctuary. It is a calculated display of force, designed to show the leadership that their internal security has already been breached. We often define greatness by the ability to exert force, moving mountains or destroying gardens. But Hanuman's significance lies in his restraint. He possessed the power to end the conflict himself, but he had the wisdom to hold it back, ensuring the final victory was both righteous and complete.